Hey, Jason here from Jason's Works. I wanted to get this video out to you and show the new tool. This is the universal steel starter cone, and this tool will help protect your folding cones, or folding tools really, whether you use the cones, the mandrel, the ball, delrin ball, whatever you have to fold. And just wanted to get this out to you and show you that. Ghost in the background. And also wanted to show you how to maintain the folding cones and mandrel, and also tell you about some other makers, tool makers that are out there that I really like. They've got some great tools, great innovators, and they're really just cool guys. So I wanted to give them a shout out. So let's get started. The idea with the steel cone is that on your initial press, when you're folding, so you've annealed the coin, you've punched the hole, you've softened the inside of the hole of the coin, and so now what you want to do to protect your folding tool, because that first press is going to have the most force on your cone or your mandrel. So what you want to do is use the steel cone, and because it's a 90-degree angle, it has the most force, but you're also not going to be impacting the detail of the inside of the coin until you get past that first press. So you start the fold here, and then you finish the fold with your other tools, whether it be the smaller cones or the mandrel. So I'll just grab a couple of coins and go from there. Okay, so I'm going to be using this arbor press here, just so it's easier to see. You can also use the coin ring stretcher and reducer because I designed the starter cone to fit underneath the ram here and still work with the reduction dies that you can use as a folding tool as well. But just to make it a little bit more easy to see, I'll be using the arbor press. You can also use hydraulic press as well. So let's see, first thing you do is get your coin that you want to make into a ring, and this has been annealed already, and the hole has been punched using the self-centering coin punch. And first step is to soften this edge right here. You can feel a sharp edge where the punch went through, and you want to do that especially if you don't have the steel starter cone, because that sharp edge can dig in to your folding tool. But you also want to do it so that you take out any unseen cracks or chips that could cause the ring to split. And of course you want to anneal the coin often between the folding process. That could cause, if you work hard on the coin, that'll really cause the coin to split on you. But it's just a good idea to soften that edge. And the tool I'm using is a deburring tool. I like that. It works really good. You can get these on Amazon. I was using a little grinder, and it just wasn't working. But this tool is great. So we got this coin, or the hole softened rather, and I want to have the year showing, so I'm going to place that down. And again, the idea is to use the steel starter cone to do the first initial press, because that's going to take all of the brunt force. That first press has the most force on the cone. So we'll just press this down. There we go. If you need, this one worked fine, but if you need a little bit more space, then you can put, or a little bit more throw on the cone, then you can use that spacer that comes with the cone kit. But you can see here that there's no mark on the inside. I didn't take it all the way down, but I don't want to. You just want to start that folding process, and that's what this cone is used for. So now we'll switch over to the arbor, but first we got to anneal it. So let's do that. Take it to a nice dull red and just quench it in water, and that softens the coin. And that's for silver. This is a silver coin here. Let's see which die. So these are just the standard reduction dies that I have for sale, and thanks to Adam McKinney, who came up with the idea of using the dies as a folding tool. Way cool, actually. So start with the 1.3 for the first fold with a steel cone, and now we're going to go to a folding mandrel, which I like to use on the arbor press, and I've also used them on the hydraulic press. But I like the arbor press just because I like the ring stretcher machine, reducer machine, because you can really feel what you're doing with the coin and the tool. The arbor press is good as well. It's difficult to feel though on the hydraulic press. So we'll put that in there and continue our fold. And there we go. So you can see that ring is now folded, and you can see some compression on that cone, or the arbor mandrel, but it's because we used that steel starter cone first. It doesn't gouge because that edge is now pointing down, and now you're starting to rub up against the inside of the coin. But because this is softer than silver, it won't mark the coin up. So now let's go to something a little bit more tricky. This is a nickel, just your standard everyday nickel. And because it's so small, the band is so thin right here, there's not a lot of leverage that you have, so you have to exert more force. And also, nickel is very hard, and these coins are relatively thick for their size. So this one can be difficult to fold and can cause damage if you're just using the mandrel. But with the steel starter cone, again, you'll start that first fold and then you'll finish up with your folding tools. So I like to use the reduction die plate that came with my ring stretcher reducer. Oops. I'll use that one there, and again, you want to soften that hole so that you reduce the chance or the likelihood of the coin splitting during the process. And it would help, when using the steel cone, it would help from folding over a lip on the coin. So it's basically you're just beveling that hole, but for several good reasons. Okay, so I'm going to go heads out, so that'll be the cone side. Okay, so place that in there. There we go. And we'll put the steel starter cone on and press that down. That'll do the first fold. Oops. There we go. You can certainly feel the resistance with that nickel. Okay, so there we go. First fold there. And that's the other thing, is that with these steel starter cones, it's designed to where you can go start the folding process from a 1/4 inch hole, so like in a dime, all the way up to a 5/8 or even larger hole. That would be in a silver eagle. So that's the universal part, is that this will start the fold on any coin and under any machine. So very universal starter cone. Okay, so I'm going to anneal this one more time, and then we'll continue the folding process. Okay, so we're going to continue the folding process. We'll go down one size. I started in this die here, that hole. I'm going to go down to this one. Get a little closer there. Okay, so get that in there, and we'll continue the folding. Okay, and that's it. So that's a nickel right there, and you can see no sharp edge on the cone. It just had a you can see some compression, a compression mark on it, but there's no, can't even feel the difference. And that's a nickel, and those are pretty tough. So it works great. And now, just like the $half, these are now ready to put on your expanding mandrel, on your ring stretcher machine, cut edge facing down, and then stretch 2 to 3 times larger than your target size, and then flip it back over, put it into your reduction die, and reduce it down to your target size. And that's it. So anyhow, that is the steel starter cone. Really liking it, and really liking this this mandrel here. So now, what happens if you forget to soften the edge, or something happens and you see a gouge that you don't like in the mandrel, or maybe your dog gets a hold of it and has a chew toy, makes it into a chew toy. So the proper maintenance on this is very simple. And maybe you guys have a better method, I don't know. I'd love to hear if you do. But I'll show you how you can reface this very easily. Okay, so the first thing you need is a flat surface, and I like to use this steel plate. I got this off of Rio Grande, great company to get tools from. Or if you have any other, hard flat surface, piece of marble or something like that would work fine. And from here, I'll put this is 100 grit sandpaper. And what you want to do is put pressure down onto that paper, onto your flat surface, and match that angle that's on here. And you want to carefully and accurately, I guess, drag it across the paper, but at the same time rotate. So you want to drag and rotate, and then move your hand over, drag and rotate same time, and then move your hand over. So just like that, that motion just like that. And what that'll do is that'll resurface that for you. So you can see there, a nice consistent surface, and then that's where I haven't resurfaced it yet, but you can see there's no flat line, no flat grind on it. So I'll just continue. So from the 100, once I see that all the marks are gone, there were no marks, but once the marks are gone, you can take it to a 220 and do the same thing. And I don't think there's much necessity to go beyond the 220. You could, you just want to double up, 400, then 800, and then 16, so on and so forth. But I think the 200 is fine. And there you go. So that's a brand spanking new cone, or arbor mandrel. But you can also do that with your smaller cones, folding cones. So But yeah, really liking these tools. And with the steel starter cone used in combination with these, I think it's just a lot easier. So I hear some people say that it feels like they're cheating. So that's certainly a compliment. Always trying to find better process, or just something easier, and but at the same time makes the end product a much better end product. So that's the idea. But anyways, hope you like the steel starter cone and the maintenance method. Now I'd like to let's see, go to the next item. Alright, so the next item is other coin ring tool makers. Man, tongue twisted today. So just wanted to give a shout out to these guys. They're just great guys, very innovative on their tool designs, and they're really they want to help you learn how to make coin rings, which I totally dig, because that's my enjoyment, is helping others learn how to do this. And at the same time, I'm learning from you guys too. You guys got so many great ideas. It's amazing. So it's just a great community. But the first gentleman, Skip King, he's got a website, kingscoinringtools.com, and he's also on Etsy at King's Coin Ring Tools. So definitely check his website out and his tools. I've got one here. It's a puck, and it's amazing. I love it. The Washington quarters I've always had trouble with, because you've got thick parts and thin parts on the coin, so it wants to wobble out real bad when you fold. And using this guy, I mean, look how straight that is. That's the best one I've folded yet, I think. And using Skip's puck here, so he's got other tools as well. You definitely want to check him out. And he's a great guy, so it's awesome. The next gentleman is Rocky Workman. He is on he's Coin Ring World, and he's got some great dies that are available on eBay, and just a salt of the earth kind of guy. Real lucky that I can call him a friend. Just a great guy, and Skip too, and everybody out there. So, but definitely check out Rocky's work. He's got some great stuff, and I'll put the link. I'll try to put clickable links on the screen, but if I can't, it'll be down below in the description. So check them out. And let's see, third but not least, Schuyler Jenkins, and he's got a website, Change by the Mint, Change You Can Wear. Another awesome guy, very innovative in his ideas and designs, and he's got a book on Amazon, and he's coming out with, I believe, a couple more. But great book, great information, really good references, and he's got videos on YouTube, so definitely check him out and subscribe to him. He's got great stuff, and again, I feel honored to be able to call him a friend as well. So thank you all. That's about it. So let me know what you think of the steel starter cone, and be sure to subscribe. And oh, I've got some more tools coming out. Excuse me. Hopefully soon. They're in prototype, so I want to make sure that they're good to go before I get them out there. But some new tools and products that I think are going to be awesome. Really cool if they work out. So just have to make sure that they work out. But there's some issues that are out there in making coin rings, and I think these are really going to help with those issues. So stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Bye.